Hey friends, it has been a minute and I missed you guys, so I am back, and with this video I am going to be doing a recipe. Yay! So tonight I am feeling very hungry and I wanted 3 different things. I knew I wanted chicken, I knew I wanted kind of some kind of soup, and I wanted noodles. So I made this recipe up. It is a chicken tortilla noodle soup. I made the taco seasoning for my chicken from scratch. I used some cumin, some chili powder, some salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and oregano, and mixed that all up together. Then I sprinkled it with my chicken, rubbed it up real nicely. Then I put a little bit of water in the bottom of my pan so that my pan won't burn, and I just put it in the oven, and it is cooking right now in the oven. It smells fantastic. I was gonna buy a pack of seasoning, but I'm trying to like save money, and so I'm trying to use the ingredients that I have in my pantry, and all those seasonings were something that I always have in my pantry, so that is what I'm using. I did have some frozen chicken breast. I just took that out and unthawed it, got it nice and perfect so I could throw it in the oven. I was gonna pan sear them to make it quicker, but not trying to have that many dishes either, so I just decided to do it in the oven. And right now I have my broth going. I just sauteed my onions and got them all fragrant, added my broth, my chicken broth, into the pan. So now I'm just letting that cook, and then I'll be adding the rest of my ingredients, like my diced tomatoes, my black beans, my corn, and all that fun stuff. And then I'll be adding my chicken and my noodles, and then just letting that get all flavorful, and then I'm gonna go to town on this. I'm really excited because I haven't cooked in a minute. I haven't cooked in a minute. So this is super exciting for me because I love when I can just do recipes that I could throw together really quick and don't have to spend a lot of money, and I'm using food that I've had in the house that I need to use, that I've been reluctant to use. So this is a perfect time to be using up all those pasta noodles that I have, and to be using all the chicken that I keep storing in the freezer like it's going out of style. So I can't wait for you guys to see the end product and result of it. So I'll see you guys then. Hey y'all, I'm cooking my onions right now, just getting them all aromatic and smelling good. Just getting a little char on them for my soup. I know it's summer, but your girl wants some soup, so I'm making soup. So just dice up my onions. I did dice this onion from a real onion, and yeah. So now I'm gonna add my other ingredients. All right, I'm at the part where I will be adding my broth or stock, but I like to use the powders now, so I'm just basically pouring in straight water, and then I'm gonna season it with a chicken flavoring that's gonna turn it into a broth. So let me get more water and I'll be right back. All right, now that I have all my water added, I'm going to be adding my chicken flavoring bolognese into my water. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm not really measuring because you can always add more if it's not good. I just saw 2 big lumps falling, so I'm just going to take that as. I'm going to stir it up, let it cook a little bit, then taste it to see if I like the flavor. If not, I'll add more. But it's just all based on your preference. So I'm going to start stirring this and seeing if I like the flavor. So yes, your water is going to change and it's going to start looking more brothy. This can is actually a lifesaver and cheaper than to keep buying broth. So I believe the can was like $3 or $4, and I've been using it for a hot minute. So I feel like it's the best investment, especially if you don't like to have those big cartons of broth or stock sitting around. I believe that's a great option to have. So I'm just going to stir this up, then I'm going to taste it and let you know how I like it, and we'll be back. All right, now I have added 1 can of sweet corn, 1 can of black beans, and 1 can of diced tomatoes. I probably should have more diced tomatoes, but I only have 1 can, and I'm just working with what I have in house. Then I just seasoned it up with the taco seasoning I made, which again was like the cumin, the chili powder, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder, and oregano. So I just Make sure I just seasoned up my broth with that. So I'm just stirring it up. I'm going to check on my chicken and see how that's doing. Then I'll shred that up and add it to the pan. Then I will be adding my noodles. Alright, I didn't shred it up on my chicken. Now I'm going to put it in the pot. Hopefully I can do this one-handed because, oops, no I can't. Alright, so after that fail, I added my chicken and then I added a handful of egg noodles. So I'm just going to let that cook and let the noodles cook up. And then I'm going to come back and plate it for y'all so y'all can see what it looked like. Hey friends, I am back with the finished product of my soup. And here it is. I gotta be careful, the bowl's kind of hot. It looks amazing. My chicken tortilla soup that I added noodles to. I made some flour tortilla chips in the oven. So I just baked them at, for 400 degrees in the oven for like 10 to 12 minutes. And they came out quite crispy, except for the part that's just been sitting in the broth that I'm gonna eat. Oh, good. It's real good. Super simple, super easy recipe. I think it took me about an hour. If you do your chicken earlier, it actually doesn't take nothing but like possibly 30 minutes to finish it. Yeah, the longest process was waiting for the chicken to bake. After the chicken baked, I shredded it all up. Then I dumped it into my soup, and then I added a handful of noodles. And then to finish off my soup, I actually added like a half a cup of milk because I kind of like my soups a little more creamier than my chicken tortilla soups. I like them a little more creamier. So I added a little milk in there to give it a little creamy texture. And it also changed the color of my soup, but it's not too terrible. It's like a more creamier look. But overall, super excited about the soup. So delicious, so simple, so easy. I will put the recipe in the description box down below. And I hope you like it. Give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what other recipes you guys would like to see from me. So, yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all later because I got a date with the soup. Thanks, friends.